Hello students of 10th standard, we have started the lesson, that is lesson number 6, animal classification from your science section B part. Then see, today we are going to see the subphylum, that is nothing but Urochordata. These animals are marine animals, that means they are in seas and ocean. Their body is covered by skin like test or tunic. There means there is one layer which is covered by the skin, that is nothing but test or tunic. Larvae of these animals are freely swimming. Whenever you see, the larvae of these animals are freely swimming, and notochord is present only in the tail region of the, you can say, larva. Hence they are called as a Urochordata. Then see, larva metamorphosis, that means larva changes into adults after settling down at the bottom of the, you can say, sea. These animals are hermaphrodite, that means both the sexes are present in a single animal. Example see there, Herdmania, Doliolum, then Ochopleura. These are the examples of the, you can say, subphylum Urochordata. Then comes the subphylum Cephalochordata. See, these animals are very small, fish-like, marine animals. Notochord is present throughout the body length. Whenever you see, the pharynx is very large. Therefore, there are, you can say, gill slits are present. Large gill slits are present. These animals are unisexual. For example, see there, Amphoxys. Then see next one, subphylum Vertebrata, or you can say Craniata. Then see these animals, notochord is replaced by the vertebral column. Whenever you see such types of animals, their notochord is, you can say, replaced by the vertebral column. These animals have head is well developed in these types of animals. Brain is protected by the, you can say, cranium. Cranium is nothing but a, you can say, box of the bones. Then see, the endoskeleton is either cartilaginous or bony. Endoskeleton is made up of cartilage, or you can say bones. Then see, some chordates are jawless. Jawless means they are not having the jaws. For example, Agentha. Then see, whereas some are having the jaws, there are nothing but Gnathostomata. Aganthostomata. Then see next one, subphylum Vertebrata is further divided into 6 classes. The first class is Cyclostomata. These animals are jawless animals. They are having mouth, but these are provided with the suckers, you can say. Their skin is very soft. Whenever you see, their skin is very soft without a scale. Then see means there are no presence of any membrane like that. Pair appendages are absent. That means jointed appendages are absent. Then see, endoskeleton is cartilaginous. That means endoskeleton is made up of cartilage. Most of the animals are ectoparasites. That means they are depending upon host from outside. Example see there, Petromyzon, then Myxine. These are nothing but the examples of the Cyclostomata. The next class comes, that is species. The fishes all which are there in the, you can say, water, they all are, you can say, belonging to this type of a class. Which are they? See, how are they? They are cold-blooded. They are cold-blooded aquatic animals living in a marine and, you can say, fresh water. They are cold-blooded and they are living in a marine. As they are living in an, you can say, fresh water, or you can say marine water, their body is cold. That means it adjusts with the surrounding. That is, they are cold-blooded. Then see, body is spindle shaped to minimize water resistance. As there is more water, there are more water currents. To overcome these water currents, their body is, you can say, spindle shaped. They have paired or you can say unpaired fins are present, which are useful for swimming. Then see, tail fin is useful for steering organ during, you can say, swimming. The tail fin is used during the swimming. Then see, exoskeleton is in the form of a scales. Whenever you see the exoskeleton, it is in the form of a scales. And endoskeleton is either cartilaginous, that means endoskeleton is made up of cartilage, or it may be bony. Respiration occurs through the gills. Example, see there, rohu, pomfret, then again seahorse, shark, electric ray, stingray. These are nothing but the examples of the class species. Then see, class amphibia. These animals, whenever you see, these animals are strictly aquatic during the larval life. Whenever their larval life is present, at that time they are aquatic and perform only aquatic respiration, and they do only the aquatic respiration, whereas they can live in water as well as on the land. But they live on the land whenever they are having their adult life, and they perform at that time whenever there is adult, you can say, life. They perform their respiration through the aerial respiration. They have two pairs of appendages, digits without claws. They are having a digits without the claws. Then see, exoskeleton is absent. Skin is without derivative and usually kept moist for respiration. The skin is always kept moist for the respiration. Internal ear is absent, but tympanic membrane is present. Then see, tympanum is present. Neck is absent. Eyes are prominent with the eyelids. Example, see there, frog, toad and salamander. Next comes the class Reptilia. According to the course of the animal evolution, these are first true terrestrial animals with creeping movement. That means they are crawling. रांगत असतात ते, सरपटत असतात. So these are cold-blooded. How are they? Cold-blooded animals. They creep on the land as their body cannot be lifted up. They creep on the, you can say, land as their body cannot be lifted up. Their skin is dry and scaly. The neck is present between head and trunk. Whenever you see, their head is present between head and trunk. External ear is absent. Whenever you see, their external ear is absent. Digits are provided with claws. Example, see there, tortoise, lizard or snake. These all are belonging to the class Reptilia. Next comes the class Apes. All the birds which are in an aerial movement, they all are belonging to the class Apes. These vertebrates are completely adapted for the, you can say, aerial life. Then these are warm-blooded. That is, they can maintain their body temperature constant. That means they can maintain their body temperature constant. Their body is spindle shaped to minimize air resistance during the flight. What you see, their body is how? Their body is spindle shaped and it has to minimize the resistance during the flight. Forelimbs are modified into wings. Whenever you see, their forelimbs are modified into wings. Digits are covered with the scales and bear claws. They are having the claws. Then see next one. Exoskeleton is present in the form of the feathers. Whenever you see, their exoskeleton is present in the form of the feathers. Neck is present between the head and trunk. Jaws are modified into beak whenever you see their jaws are modified into beak. Example, see there, peacock, parrot, pigeon, duck and penguin. Next comes the class Mammalia. The class Mammalia itself tells that there is a presence of a mammary gland or typical, this is nothing but the typical characteristics of Mammalia. These animals are warm-blooded. That means they can adjust with the surrounding. Body is divided into head, neck, trunk and tail. Digits are provided with, you can say, nails, claws or hooves. Exoskeleton is in the form of a hairy or fur. Example, see there, elephant, human, kangaroo, dolphin and bat. So these are the, you can say, mammals. So we have studied about the class mammals. In this lesson we have studied all animals, their classification, their class, their subclass, their phylum, their subphylum, or you can say their kingdoms, all we have studied in this lesson. So this is the finished, this lesson is finished.